All right, guys, thank you so much for coming on this VIP invitation call tonight. We have the best, my coach, Christina Delgado, and we just are going to hear from her. And this call is just about a little push. We know that you guys have goals to either get to diamond or regain diamond. And this is a goal that we're going to do together. As you guys know, I'm shooting for 10-star diamond by the end of the year, and I cannot do this alone. So I thought, why not get you guys on? You are shooting for a goal yourself, and we can all be inspired, be motivated, and hear from the best of the best that have done this over and over again. I mean, you guys know her accolades: 15-star diamond, a part of the Million Club, a part of the Coach Advisory Board. She is amazing. So welcome, Christina, and thank you so much for being on.
You stop it. Number one, stop saying that I'm the best of the best, because that makes me really nervous. I am just a girl from Hialeah that decided to go all in. That's it. And so you guys, some of you I don't know, which is super cool, but I know Fanny and I know Lisa and obviously Danielle, who inspires me daily in this business to keep pushing, because she's like the queen of the keep pushing for new goals, and she keeps me on my toes. So you guys have an amazing leader to look up to, and clearly the results that she has proven in her business are one to aspire to, and one that you can have as well. All it takes is that consistency, that drive, that determination, and the persistency in achieving goals, which is what we're going to talk about tonight. And I don't want to talk for a long time. I want you guys to ask me questions if you have questions for me. I think the better part of calls is when you have something that's weighing on you that you want to get the advice from someone else on, or just what do you think about this? Whatever it is, I want to spend some time talking about those things, as opposed to me just telling you, do this, do this, do this in your business. I will say this. I know that this team has a goal of achieving, and when I say team, I truly mean this. No goal in this business, whether it's Danielle's specific goal or Fanny's specific goal or Lisa's specific goal or Shannon's specific goal, none of it can be accomplished without other people. So a lot of times we get nervous when we say, so-and-so wants to become a 10-star, or so-and-so wants to become a 15-star. And I remember at all those milestones in my business, I would get nervous to tell my team, like, hey, I want to achieve this goal in my business. And I realized that that's kind of silly, right? It's kind of silly to be nervous about wanting to achieve more. And in this particular business, without you guys, without a cohesive decision that is made, it's not possible. And I always like to revert to the fact that, while Danielle may be the first of your team to accomplish this big goal, think about when you are in the position to accomplish that 1-star, 2-star, 5, 10, 15, and wanting the support of your PS coaches to accomplish that, right? You want that rally effect to accomplish these big things. So now is the time for you guys to rally together to accomplish, the 10-star goal or whatever goal it is. And in turn, what happens is that you accomplish yours, which is the most beautiful thing about this business, right? When I went, a lot of times people want to know, okay, so when did you make the decision to go 15-star? It was actually one that I didn't want to make because I didn't want to fail at it, right? Just like a lot of things in this business, right? You don't want to set those big goals because you're afraid of not hitting them. And you know what? It's totally okay not to hit them. The fact that you're moving towards something is success in and of itself. But I remember sitting at Summit with Greg Todd, who's one of like our friends, our mentors, and he's like, so when are you guys going 15-star? And I'm like, never. Like, that's not a goal of mine. He's like, you need to do it, not for you. You need to prove to your team that it can be done. Why? Because if you don't have a leader that is constantly striving for more, that's setting the bar for the team. Does that make sense? So if Danielle is not saying, I want this, then your bar is lower than that, right? So just think about you. When you say, I want 5-star and you're pushing for 5-star, you're telling your team, if I can do it, so can you. But if you're wishy-washy with it, then guess what? They're going to be wishy-washy as well. So when Danielle told me, I want to go 10-star, I was like, let's get on a call, because I know that it needs to be a cohesive decision. And so when I decided that 15-star was a goal, it wasn't for me. It was really for you guys. It was really for the hustlers, the ones that see the vision, that see this business as something special, which you guys know it is, because you wouldn't be on this call if you didn't. And it was really to show you that if I could go Superstar Diamond, then you could go Superstar Diamond, and to stop selling yourself short of what you want to accomplish. It doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be a Superstar Diamond. All it does is show you about goal setting and executing a goal. Does that make sense? So tonight, we're talking about the goal of Fit Fanatics to go 10-star, which is a huge deal. I mean, that really elevates the leadership of your team. I mean, it is right? It's like amazing, amazing, amazing. And if this can be accomplished as a cohesive goal of this team, then that means that you guys that are on this call made a decision to execute your goal, the first goal, which is either diamond or regain that diamond rank, right? From there, you move on. And then we're sitting on a call rallying your team to hit the 2-star mark and the 5-star mark. This is how this works. There's no secret sauce. It really is these group efforts that are put in place. They don't happen by accident. They are calculated. They are a group of people that are like-minded that say, you know what? We are going to set out and accomplish this goal. Does that make sense? Yes. So what's really cool is that out of my 15-star diamond organization, I have coaches that are now earning from that 15-star diamond organization $500 a week, $1,000 a week, some making $5,000 a week after that burst of energy that came from that. And that's what happens when things like that get accomplished. So I want you to understand that is not just a McKean goal. It is a Fit Fanatics goal that then propels your business forward. Okay, so if you guys can rally right now to make that happen, I want you to not only accomplish it, but keep thinking what's next. And that really is the point, right? Hit diamond, what's next? I always teach my coaches that the magic rank in this business is 2-star, right? And some of you might be like, oh my God, I'm not even diamond. Like, what are you talking about? That seems so far away. When in actuality, it's not. It is just a hustle away. It is just you. I mean, think about when you are at work, right? If you guys work at a 9-to-5 job and your boss tells you, I need such and such done by Friday, like you will move hell and high water to get it done by Friday, right? This is the same thing. If you have to hit a certain rank by a certain time, you will move hell and high. If you're all in, because I know I'm all in, right? If you're all in, you will move hell and high water to figure out how to hit that rank by a certain time period. And if you had that energy all the time, think about what you could accomplish. Think about that month in your business when you were at SC4 and it was the last few days of the month and you freaking went, excuse the language, balls to the wall to hit Success Club. Imagine if you had that much energy all the time in your business. Think about what you could accomplish. That's what we're talking about here, right? You can accomplish diamond, 1-star, and 2-star within a matter of months if you really, really pushed yourself. And I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen with some of you on this call. I've seen it happen in Danielle's business. I've seen it happen with a bunch of my PS coaches and in Diesel Nation. It is a decision that you make. So tonight, we have a decision to make, right? Like, what is it that you want to accomplish, and what are we going to accomplish as a whole, right? The whole is that we want to all advance our businesses to diamond and star diamond and beyond, right? Within a certain time frame. But that's not just the only thing we're doing. We are establishing what our business are going to look like for the next 6 months. Right now, we are in the middle of the year, right? You have 6 months to reach 2017, which is insane that I'm even saying that. But where do you want to be in December? What's the launching pad that you want to have in 2017 in January, when a lot of businesses start doing this? Do you want to be ground level, or do you want to already have a platform of momentum heading into 2017? I will tell you that momentum does not happen in December. If you want momentum heading into 2017, we are revving it up as we head into Summit. And after Summit, we are slamming our foot on the gas pedal. Am I right, Danielle? After Summit, many, many lives change dramatically in this business. But it only changes the ones that go into Summit 100% focused with their foot on the gas, right? So tonight's your decision to make that happen right now. Like tonight, get off this call and get to work, right? With our eye on hitting diamond, regaining diamond, moving on to 2-star diamond, establishing that foundation so that we can move on into 2017 and like absolutely crush it. You guys know that this team, Fit Fanatics, is one of the strongest organizations in our entire downline, if not the entire network, and you guys don't give yourselves enough credit. The time is now to really just put your stamp on it, leave your mark. And this is one of the many marks you will leave, which is hitting 10-star, moving on to 15-star, then having you guys, the ones on this call, achieving those big ranks yourself and moving up in the leadership ladder. Okay? I see a huge, huge, huge potential on this call. It is all a matter of execution. Can you guys agree with me that all of you have what it takes? Yeah? Yes. Yeah. I love Ashley. Ashley's like, yeah, I'm like so ready. Fanny too. I think Fanny woke up. She's like, I'm ready. But I don't want to talk too much because I can ramble and say the same thing over and over again. I just know that, when we achieved, I keep saying I need to say we, when we achieved the rank of Superstar Diamond, I did not do that alone. I needed the backing and the support of 15 or 14 people, because one of them was actually 13 people, because I had my husband and my second CBC. But I needed, everybody on board. And you guys, after that happened, our team, we took off. Like the entire team, we were now a force to be reckoned with. Like all that stuff matters. All of that stuff matters. Hitting elite matters. Hitting premier matters. Hitting 2-star, 5-star, 10, 15, all that matters in the grand scheme of things. And I want that for you guys and for this team, right? Like how cool would it be next year to have some of you speaking at Summit and, speaking at Super Saturdays and speaking at leadership. Like that is what is possible when these things start happening. So I'm going to open it up. If you guys have any questions, Danielle, if you wanted to ask me anything in particular about achieving, these goals, just let me know.
Yeah, guys, get your questions ready. And if you want, you can shoot them through the chat or just unmute yourself. So what are some core activities for these guys, gunning for this, that you would recommend them doing on a daily basis?
Okay. Number one is write down the date that the goal has to be achieved. Without a date, there's no urgency. And right now we're in a state of urgency. That's number one. Number two is dig into your dig into your customer list, the ones that are on Shakeology HD. That's number one. You start there. If you have customers that love Shakeology, then you need to be talking to them about signing up as a coach already. You need to be empowering them, telling them how great they would be as coaches, and if not, they would enjoy the benefit of our discount. Right there, you can add 2, 3, 4 people to your team immediately if you really dug in to that customer list. Then you want to start, getting to the people closest around you. You want to tell those that are in your closest network, your best friend, your parents, your sisters, your siblings, that you are going to build a legacy here. You are going to build a big team, and you want them in your organization as soon as possible. This is one of the mistakes I made in my business. My parents are still not coaches, and Becky and I kick ourselves every single day that we didn't sponsor them sooner. We're waiting now. Now we're on a waiting game on when that perfect moment is going to come where we can transfer them into a position, but we didn't do it early enough. And now it's too late. It's been 6 years. So if you are going all in, then, and they are drinking Shakeology, clearly I don't want you investing $8 million a month in your organization. But if they're drinking Shakeology, then your family members should be coaches immediately. So there's a tip. Number 4, dig into your challenge groups. If you have customers in your challenge groups that are doing well, then you need to be empowering them. You need to give them the opportunity to lead your challenge group. Tell them, hey, tomorrow I'm going to spend the day with my kids, or I have a really rough day at work. Can you lead my challenge group? They're going to say yes. So then the following day you can come back and say, did you see what you just did? You just led my challenge group. You did an amazing job all day long. You could do what I do. I think you would be an amazing coach because X, Y, Z. People love to be complimented. I mean, just think about when someone says, you're so amazing. How does that make you feel? So compliment people, empower people. Remember, what we do is an absolute blessing. So bless as many people as you possibly can. At the same token, number 5, do a business opportunity call or a happy hour sneak peek that lasts 1 day or 30 minutes. Those are the things that, you want quick response. So if you have a 3-day sneak peek that you host, condense that to 1 day. Condense and do your business opportunity call in 30 minutes. I went live the other day and I thought it was awesome. I opened up an event page and I went live in the event page and I did a business opportunity call. Things like that, just quick strikes. When you have a goal in mind, you need quick strikes. And so those are the tips that I would give to you to, like tonight, you could literally get out there and sponsor a few coaches if you really put the work in. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah, I love that. That was perfect. Do you guys have any questions? Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Yeah. People are being shy. Oh, Ashley, I'm muted. Putting her on the spot. Oh, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Ashley.
Guys.
No?
I know she's trying. She could type it. You know who I love seeing on this call is Laura. Hi, Laura. I love seeing you on this call.
She is making her way back really fast. She is like She just signed a couple coaches, actually. I'm super proud of her.
I love it. I love it.
Best way to post challenge groups to attract people.
Is it weird that we can't hear anybody? I feel like they're not muted, but we can't hear them. Maybe type. Can you guys type in the group chat? Because I know Ashley had a question.
Can you hear me now?
Laura, I can hear you.
Fanny posted a question. Best way to post challenge group to attract people.
Wait, hold on. Wait, that was a question, Danielle? What was the question?
Yeah, it was from Fanny. Best way to post challenge group to attract people.
All right, so I do 3 things. And you can look at my Instagram today, as a matter of fact. I posted a call to action post on my Instagram where it's a sense of urgency post, and I just tell them to reach out to me. There always has to be a call to action. It just can't be, hey, look at me. It's more of a email me if you want information. So that's 1 day. 2 days from now, I will do it again. Same image. Even on my Facebook, I would use the same image and say, I'm getting close to closing the doors on this challenge group. And then the next day, I do a last call. So within a span of 3 to 4 days, I'm hitting them with the same image. Because remember, some people will not see it. So you have to be, you got to put it out there. I'll use the same exact image on my Instagram account and even on Facebook so that it jogs their memory to my challenge group announcement. And then you have to hit them with a last call. And I did literally copied and pasted Katie Green. So it's not like I'm brilliant, but I saw hers work. So I just grabbed it and I did it. I threw an image on it and I ran with that sucker. I've sold 2 challenge packs with the post that Katie Green posted. And I'm not telling you it's going to work for you. Sometimes they fall flat, but you got to try new things. So that worked. Sometimes, especially on Instagram, I will do a last call post when it's the first post that I make about a challenge group. I know that's kind of, not sketchy, but I will just say last call for my challenge group, and it just lights a fire in people's butts to get moving that were thinking about joining my challenge group. So I do that as well. I think the images are important. I've been using a lot of on what's it called? Word swag. I've been using word swag a lot, where you dim the picture and the words pop. I just think imagery is important when you're doing a announcement for a challenge group, and you should definitely be in the picture. So those are my tips to attract people. I really do think Wufoo applications are awesome because it helps you keep track of your people. Even if they don't join right away, when you do have another challenge group coming, you've got their information so easily that you can just email them back and say, hey, I got another challenge group going. I thought of you, or I think you would be perfect for this one, et cetera, et cetera. So I love Wufoo as well. Those are some of the things that I do.
Awesome. Any more questions, guys? No? I want to say 2 things that I think a lot of coaches overlook these things when you're shooting for these goals, especially Diamond and beyond, is you're not sharing the opportunity as much as you think you are. And there's such a science to Facebook where you could be sharing it once a week and nobody's really seeing it. So if you're not sharing it enough, how are we going to get more eyeballs on our story and coaching? So be mindful of that. Every night, go and look at your timeline. I know I do that because I think too much and I make sure I want to share the right things. And I'm thinking, did I do a mix of my challenge, my story, my girls, and the coaching opportunity? So go and look at your timeline. And, with my one-on-one coach calls, I actually am looking at their timeline the entire time, and I'm pointing out why, the certain things are not moving fast enough. And it's because they're not sharing anything about coaching. And so that is the number one thing most coaches do not share. So start sharing it every day in little posts, just little breadcrumbs. Another great tip is build up your contact list and go back through, like she said, your customers and maybe even your previous coaches, and just start conversations with tons and tons of people every single day. I know if I'm trying to get Success Club or trying to recruit coaches, I'm on like an invite spree, and I am messaging at least 50 to 100 people, and it gets a lot of forming going and a lot of conversations to get things moving and get going. So you guys gotta be intentional if you want this. So that's from me. I see just a couple more questions. What is Wufoo? That is an application it's a website that you can make an application for your challenge group or for the coaching opportunity, and just put it on a post, and it's a great way to have someone fill something out and you know more about them when you get on the phone with them or when you're messaging them back.
Here, Danielle, are you there?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to show real quick, because I think
perfect.
Hold on. I'm logging in. Give me a second. So I can then screen share. Okay, so I'm going to screen share just real quick so I can show you. So like Danielle said, it's a website, and don't mind my horrific. Where I am. No, that's not where I was going. All right, so this is Wufoo. You go wufoo.com, so WUFOO.com, and look at all my applications. So like the 2 Percenters is a group that I have going on Facebook. Here's my application for my 5-day cleaning challenge, and I'll show you an application, but I'm just showing you some examples. My coaching application, you see right here where it says 70, I don't know if you can see my arrow, but 70 entries. That's 78 people that have been interested in coaching. So I can go back to that when I have a business opportunity call or a sneak peek and say, hey, I'm doing this and you once filled out my application, so I'm wondering if now's a good time for you to listen in on my call or participate in my group. I have different, these are just like advancement groups, but these are challenge groups. Summer Warrior is a challenge group. This is my new coach questionnaire. So these applications are amazing. So here, I'm just going to show you my 5-day cleaning application. This is what they will see when they click on my link. They put their name, their email address. I ask them if they have any experience with Beachbody, what they're looking in, to do, and then any pertinent additional information about them. And then they just send it, and I get their information, and now I have their information forever through Wufoo and through their email address that they leave. So it is immensely important to start saving stuff. Oh, bring the bling. Bring the bling was like a huge push to diamond group that our team hosted. That was really, really awesome. It was last year, but the push is really the big push to diamonds that we host. So those, we had, I don't know, you saw how many people applied to those, and they were really awesome. But the Wufoo applications are great to store information on your prospects. So drop the link to your Wufoo application when you do a challenge group, or when you host a business opportunity call or whatever. And on Instagram, if you're on Instagram, make sure that the link, you have one link to share on Instagram. I know this is totally, you probably can't see this, but on your profile up here, you can't see it. Wait. Let me see. Well, up here in your profile, there's one link that's clickable on Instagram. You want to make sure that that's an application, that's something that is going to allow you to gather information. Does that make sense? Because if you put your Team Beachbody website, it really doesn't allow you to gather information unless they put to email you, and it's a hassle. And then if you put your Facebook website, then you don't really know if they're actually friending you, or you don't know who's friending you. So my link, my one clickable link on my Instagram account is a Wufoo application. So that's a great way to gather people's names and emails from Instagram. So that's just a tip.
It's very smart, Fanny. What do you do when your challengers fall off?
So my challenge groups are real short. I do basically 21 days at a time, and then I assess, and I'll extend it to 30 if I have to. Sometimes they're like, we want to keep going, and I'll extend it again. But I basically cut them off at 21 or 30 days. When I start a new group, I will ask, does anybody want to join that group? But in that time, I'm already talking to a lot of them about becoming coaches. Once they become coaches, they can still participate in my challenge groups. I think discount coaches make the best challengers. So if you have discount coaches, please, please, please keep asking them to join your challenge groups. That keeps them engaged. It keeps them drinking Shakeology. That's a huge, huge important thing. But I will, basically once they stop. You can either move on or you don't. Right? I'm very by the book when it comes to that. They can join my next group, but that group is not going to linger around. And that's why I love the Challenge Tracker app, because once it ends, sayonara, you either join my next group or, that's it. You got to, become a coach, or you got to commit. What are you going to do? Right? You got to start over. So, that's the way I run my challenges. Everybody does it very different. There's not one perfect way to do it, but I am very specific about my groups. It is 21. I assess. I move it to 30. At that point, you become a coach or you join my next group. That's totally fine. Some of my my challengers have been in 2, 3, 4 groups, but they just keep moving into a next group.
Awesome.
And I have one run a month. Not 18, because that drives me crazy.
I'm the same. I can't stand too many groups.
I can't. I just don't know how to do it.
Okay, so one more. What do you say to somebody after you added them on Facebook?
If I've friend requested them and they added me, I just shoot them a message and oh, thanks for the ad. Hope you have a great day. Very simple. Who was it the other day? Oh, Marsha sends a very long thing about what she does. I don't send that. I just send a very short, thank you for the ad, hope I can add value to you, and then see how the conversation progresses. I guess I'm not too in your face about that.
I agree. Subtle speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Any more questions, guys? Shoot now or forever hold your peace. Yes. Cassie, you made it on. Go.
I don't know why we can't hear. It's so strange.
I know. Unmute yourself.
Or she's unmuted, which is the weirdest thing.
Can you unmute yourself? Or you can type it in the chat.
Cassie says, how should I manage hubby's account? Well, number one, let's talk about the new policy on this. Your hubby better know that he's a coach. There's a new policy on spouse accounts and family accounts. Just make sure that if Beachbody were to call them, they know that they are a coach and they know that there's tax liabilities. The only reason why that new policy was implemented was because there have been instances where a coach will get a 1099 or a person will get a 1099 and they're like, I didn't know I was a coach, and now there's a tax liability. So remember, after $600, you get a 1099 and there are tax consequences at that point. So just make sure that anyone that you sign up as a coach knows. Clearly, I think we're all smart enough to appreciate that. But here's my thing with spouse accounts. I consider them like real estate, right? You want to sponsor them as soon as possible into the business. And once you have a solid diamond account where you have plenty of emeralds, some coaches working towards diamond, that you yourself shift focus and start building the spouse account to diamond. I will tell you from my experience, Danielle and I have very different experiences with the spouse account. My husband account is barely diamond. I built it with discount coaches where every time I had some overflow or someone that just wanted the discount, I would sign them up in my husband's account. Clearly, Danielle's way to building the spouse account was very different. I mean, Justin's account is a 5-star diamond. It's like major stuff there. But I do think that once you hit diamond, you know how to do it again, and you know how to do it again, and you know how to do it again. So build yourself to solid diamond, build your spouse account to solid diamond, and keep doing that, right? Keep sponsoring coaches, because if you can add 8 coaches, you can add 16, and you could add 30, whatever, 42, whatever the next, you know what I mean? Like, you can keep doing that. Just never stop building. And the spouse account is what gets you to 1 star. And if you have that other coach that's running with it, man, that's 2-star right there. It literally can happen if you are constantly bringing coaches into the business. I mean, if you can build to diamond, build a spouse account to diamond, you find that one coach that's going to work towards diamond, and then you get that second business center, it changes everything. So absolutely, you should be thinking about your spouse account as early as you can in the business, but make sure that your account is more than solid and growing, right? You want to keep growing that account.
Awesome. Well, I think that's it. I think you've answered a lot of questions. Thank you so much for doing this for us. And if they have any more questions, I'll shoot them over to you. But
Absolutely.
Well, this was great. Was this beneficial, guys? Yep. Awesome.
Okay, good.
All right, guys. So let's get to work. I'm here for you guys, and we're so appreciative of you, Christina. Thank you.
Awesome. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you guys. I can't wait to see you guys at Summit. Go out there and crush it, guys. Remember that while there is a first, you guys are going to come after. And when we're on this call for you 5 months from now, 10 months from now, remember that your team is going to have to rally behind you, right? Because no goal in this business is accomplished alone. None of them. Think about it. None of them are accomplished alone. You need a team to stand together. So let's stand together. Let's make this happen. And I can't wait to see you guys at Summit.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.